Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Few times I've heard from you that the screen, actually the board that I'm playing on, is too small, so that gave me the idea to make it better and bigger. And I hope that tonight we are going to test it, how it will work, how the gameplay will look like, what you will be able to see on the screen. I hope it will work well. One more new thing that we have tonight is that we are streaming on two channels, on Checkers Online TV on Twitch and also on YouTube, but different channel that time, not Checkers TV but CC Games channel, which is the channel of the developer of this application, both applications that I play in, of course. This is of course Checkers Online and of course the chess one, Clash of Kings is the second one, the chess application of course that I play. And you can see that arena is already starting, so it's time to click the play button. We can see the notification about live stream on Twitch. We pay 100 coins and let's try to find our first opponent of the night. Perhaps I will remove a bit the button with the Google Play information, which will be which one? This one? This one, yep, just a bit to the right. Okay, everything works fine, I hope. Okay, so let's try to play the first game. Whoa! Already against Natalia Sadowska, already against two-fold world champion, as we used to play many times against her, but it's always a pleasure, it's always challenging, and already Natalia knows that she is afraid of being surrounded, and Natalia was playing in some international tournaments for a while and was not participating in these tournaments, but most of the times, of course, she is playing here, so not only me you can face, but as well Natalia with her avatar that you can see on the screen right now. Okay, maybe that gives me a chance to push her back, because I don't think she's going to take forward. That happens that way. And let's try to build some position here. So how does it look like? Okay, you can see the avatars, you can see the time, and you see the bigger screen. So I think it works good. What do you think? Let me know if you are watching this. This time not on YouTube, on Checkers TV channel, where you were mostly active in commenting, but I hope it will work as well. Okay, at first glance I thought I will have some interesting attack here, but I must be really careful because there are many surprises possible, many combinations that Natalia could have prepared, so it was not possible for me to attack that way, and also I was not having the possibility of making such moves like this one, because there was a combination of sacrificing one and second one taking 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be painful, of course. Now Natalia is setting another trap, which is sacrificing this checker and then another one here, totally sacrificing 3 checkers and 2 checkers and taking 3. I will move here because I just don't want to let her develop this edgy piece from A3 square. Now maybe I will play this move. Let's see what happens. What is Natalia's elo? 2242. So it's around what I was playing around. I'll make this exchange. I just want to transfer my edgy piece to the central part of it, of the board. Okay. She's doing pretty much the same as me right now. Okay, I think this is okay to play here. That could be quite a good idea. If I play forward, then maybe she would have a possibility of making a breakthrough. But if I play here, she gives 1 for 2, I go in between pieces and she plays here. Okay. That could be quite a good idea actually, from my opponent, Natalia. So what to play, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, once again, here, 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 here. I don't have enough time to explain what I'm calculating. Okay, another time this variation, here, 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 here. Okay, I think it should work. I think it should work. I hope at least. Let me know if you are playing. I hope everything works from the chat. More time of calculation from Natalia. What will be her choice here? We are slowly ending the vacation time, the holiday time, and from September on we will have more people involved in playing checkers online and other online games, of course. This is the natural part of the cycle of an year. Natalia, what choose you? Oh, oh wow. Oh wow, wow, this is really nice. Okay, but after all, she's losing the column that she had previously. So I don't know what to think about it. The problem is that I'm losing one important column that I wanted to keep. I don't know what it brings, but I give away the activity on the board. What it brings? Probably she is calculating this move, but then I just attacked, she must block it. And I can use some majorities. So she goes for a draw. So here it is. Oh, I have a new account, so I gained a lot of ELO points from Natalia. she won't be so satisfied with that. So here we have the first draw of the night. It's strange because when I used to have higher rating, then as well I played against Natalia in the first round. And this time again. Russian opponent this time, okay. I don't know why when I'm debugging my phone this time I can't use my mouse to control the phone on the computer. It was possible before, but I don't know why it is not possible right now. Okay, meanwhile I will try to correct one more thing, ladies and gentlemen, because when I have desktop capture, if I give you a bit less zoom, but I crop a bit less, not, oh, that's right, 742, okay, it's perfect, and X2 like, oh, 80, okay, not the direction, 77, 78, 77, okay, now the position, that's right, and zoom a bit more, 5, 7, oh, I think that way it looks good. Maybe to the 5, 1, 5, 69, 68. Yep, that should be perfect. That should be good enough, right? Okay. So back to play. So I think with this cut you see the optimum size of the board, optimal size of the screen. Everything should be visible well. So every time when there are some changes, it means that we must configure everything, but now it should work fine. So possibly I will have a position with two 4 clocks. There will be the first one and there will be the second one, but my opponent defends well. So after what? ELO of 801 only? And 565 victories? So it means that my opponent should not be able of playing any good level. But I think that my opponent plays quite well. Okay, until that time. That last move ruined everything. I'm just giving one, taking 3. And now I think that I can even make those wings maybe bigger, or it will be too offensive. Something like that. Or should I remove it or change the place of it? Oh, I must play. So we're losing time otherwise. I just don't like this titles. Hint and offer a draw visible here. Another piece for free. Okay, I just exchange it, win it. Let's go to a king if the way is open. Yep, I just wanted to have this piece blocked. So here we have 160 and 56 players playing right now. Updating the scoreboard. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's try to find another player. Meanwhile, I will check YouTube if there are any comments there. If it is everything working fine, it is. This holiday period is a good time to test everything, to check if everything works fine, properly. But it looks like it does. Okay, everything should be fine, so I can focus on play. Brazilian guy, 1697 is his elo. No, 1697 is the number of victories of this guy. Quite many. 1575 is his elo in this international rules 8x8 checkers. Could there be any combination to use it? Perhaps not the free tempo I meant. So maybe I will try to be smarty. Okay, my opponent is not falling for that. But perhaps on some of the next moves. So now after this attack here, I will play here and go to the breakthrough. Of course, this move is possible as well. So I think that this attack is the only one reasonable in this position. And perhaps my opponent will try to prepare another attack here. That's right. So now I could have had some combination possibilities, but I don't see any. And if I don't see any, despite the fact that position creates many of them, perhaps I am forced to make this exchange, but now or just to wait one move with it. Here, you know what, I will wait one move with it. If he attacks, and this is the attack necessary to play here, this is something that must happen, because otherwise, that's right, is there is the trap that I showed you before. And now finally my opponent loses for that, because I just prepared this sacrifice. So I gave 2, and I will take 2, 1 square from a king, and I will just take another piece, and my opponent resigns. Okay, so we are on fire again. 5 points in this arena. Ukraine. Ukraine it is. I'm still thinking about one thing, because if I move it a bit lower, I mean this desktop capture, this is on Y's, that's right. Here I have it, okay. So if I just would like to have, okay. What do I better on that? Okay, and now if I move this orange one lower and smaller. Okay, now finally it is probably the way that I like it. Checkers online, everything visible. Okay, that's great. Now I can play. I hope it will be well visible for you as well. And of course, feel invited to this application to join me and thousands of players playing in those arenas during weekend one. For weekend we have, for example, arenas for 6,000-7,000 people. And here we have Ukrainian player who has 20 to 41 victories and 1553 elo. Okay. What is my elo at the moment? I have 11 victories and 1542, and that is the reason why I changed. That is the reason that I changed my phone to play and use it on the streams, as I just wanted to have dedicated phone to use it here. And that meant the needed change of an account that I used before. So all the stats, all the elos, I must just progress it from the very beginning right now. Okay, I think this checker could be a problem. This one standing in the corner, so my opponent was obligated to capture backwards. But at this moment, if that was standing here, then I would have a combination. No, there would not be a working combination, unfortunately. So maybe this move will give me a bit more flexible position, because now the flexibility is important to me. Oh, and there is this threat. So I am creating a threat on the next move, and I think that you, my dear opponent, missed it. So there are not only combinations that you can do immediately, move by move, but also you can make a threat. This is unavoidable for your opponent. And that's the case. So there is sacrifice of another piece. Okay, it will not help you. It will not help you in preventing me from making a king, because finally I will make it. Like that way, for example. Okay, everything is playable. But there is an idea of blocking two pieces of my opponent. If he plays here, I take back, and he goes here, and I move my king here. That's why it happens, and those two pieces will be blocked, because I take here. This is exactly something that I planned, and I'm on 10th position. Is Natalia in front of me? No, she's 17th. Ooh. What is going on, Natalia? What is going on? Is Twitch working well? Let me check it. Is Twitch working well? Yep, live. You are just not commenting. Manasza. Siemaneczko. Czemu mi się nie zaczytał twój komentarz? Czemu mi się nie zaczytał? Checkers Online TV. Must make a double exchange, that's right. So I play against a player from Poland, Jaś. There is a Polish letter in it. Yep, that's a very common idea. But can I make it better? there would be a very beautiful combination, but the position must have been a bit better, a bit different. And now, thanks to an outpost that I did have, I'm making a breakthrough to a king, and that is one of the most popular ways of winning at checkers, of course. Okay, so you think that it's worth to sacrifice one checker to prevent me from making a king? I'll take it. But I bet it's not an option for you to save this game. Okay, I was close to losing combination actually, but I can just simply exchange it. So here it is, I'm going to the king anyway. We have the possibility of many different attacks, but each of them is a wrong decision. Actually, in this position there are no good decisions anymore. So after that, you take 3, you take 1, I take 3. You go, I go. You go, I go. You go, I take, I win. Welcome 9 points on my account. I forgot to change fonts. I don't know how to make it actually. To Danek i Manasza, co myślicie o tym sposobie wyświetlania? Jak teraz jest większa warcownica, czy to jest ok? Czy to nie jest ok? Lepiej widać? Szybka wygrana. Teraz jest lepiej, tak jest ok. Okay. Czemu nie mówiliście wcześniej, że mi tak zmieniał? Duża warcownica, można poglądać na różne sposoby. What is your ELO? 1126. End of story. Co za śmieszna większość przeciwnika, która natychmiast kończy partię. No ale skoro chciał. Jedenaście punktów, miejsce numer 7. Lecimy dalej. Jedenaście punktów i lecimy dalej. Brazylia z powrotem. Jak nas mało co jest, to ja może zostanę przy polskim języku, co? Z wami sobie trochę pogadam. $750, początkujący. You play here, I go here, okay. You go here, I go here, and you play here, and I make my favorite combination. Is it possible to happen? No. A już myślałem, że strzelę swoją ulubioną kombinacyjkę, ale niestety nie tym razem. Ten ruch wygląda źle. Ale czy takim jest, to się pewnie okaże. Okay, there is a nice combinational idea. If my opponent attacks here, okay, does not. But still, I think this idea works. If my opponent attacks here, I play here, and he attacks again. 2 pieces. Then I play here, my opponent takes 2, I block this hole, this gap, he takes, and I go to the king. Okay, it can happen. And I think this idea might work in this position, actually. Will I see this attack here? At first glance, it's working, it's good. There is no reason not to play it if you don't see the combination. Okay, so my opponent probably missed it. So he takes 2, he must take the majority here. But even if it was possible to take this only one, it still would work. And now I cover this gap, my opponent takes, and I take 2 to the king. Fair deal. 1 piece less, but the king, of course. It's a good reward. Now I threat to make this attack from behind and just take it. My opponent can... okay, this is definitely not the move that prevents me from doing that. The best option was to leave the possibility of making the loop on the main diagonal to catch my king, but now it's not working anymore. Musiałem dywan odebrać i biegłem z tym dywanem szybko, żeby zagrać. 13 minut spóźnienia, to i tak dobry czas. Co tam jeszcze u was? Jaki cwaniak. Myślał, że pobije damką i on sobie zgarnie 2 pionki. Ale nie. Nie ma tak łatwo. Kurczę, czemu mi nie działa to zdebugowanie telefonu, żeby kontrolować to na ekranie komputera? Przy tamtym telefonie działało jeszcze, muszę nad tym posiedzieć, bo wygodniej byłoby patrzeć nie cały czas w dół, tylko tutaj do góry i tak sobie grać. A z telefonem tak trzymać go cały czas jest dosyć ciężko. W tym czasem oponent się rozłączył, ale się połączył z powrotem. Ale pozycja jest totalnie przegrana, więc nie ma sensu większego grać, mój drogi. There is no point in playing that because it's totally lost, my friend. So don't waste your time, don't waste my time. And if the most rude thing you can do is just keep on connecting and disconnecting, because it will take more time than you have on the clock. It could take a few minutes. And I don't have this time. Because other players are chasing me in the standings. Okay, position number 5. Natalia is on 11. So I have 13 points, 2 more than Natalia. But she's probably playing her game at this moment. Brazil it is. Another opponent, another Brazilian player. Probably Brazil is the numerous country, the most numerous country in this application. Will I be connected to this player or not? There could be some issues. And maybe soon I will get... okay. The charge for this game was returned to me, as I thought it will happen, because after the game is not starting for a long time, then it means that there are some connection problems. United Kingdom. Who will that be, ladies and gentlemen? Some guy who has elo of 860 but 2,303 victories. Okay, that's not my move. So, guy who spent a lot of time playing checkers. in this app, and probably outside this app even more. Maybe I'll attack it. Oh, I got 2 pieces for free. If he would play American checkers, then it would be reasonable to play this move, because probably after that I would not get any advantage. But here I do take, and there is another gift for me. Okay, so that will be a quick victory. I can even move here. There is this majority 2 for 2, but I bet my opponent would not be ever able to see it. This move I do expect. Will it happen or not? You have only 5 checkers and I have 4 more. And I can play here. Almost all the checkers are blocked at this time. I don't understand, many times I have repeated it on the streams, that I don't understand why people start to think when they are having the losing position. The obviously losing position, but probably this is the moment when for them it is possible to calculate it all, to check all the moves. And that's the reason of it, probably. Now we can spend over 1 minute and 40 seconds on just waiting until he will give away his checkers. I wish that could be my move to block all his pieces, but now he has still 2 moves to make. The first one and the last one. $15 points I have. 15 points in 8 games, 7 victories and 1 draw. Player from United States this time is my opponent. Perhaps I have played already against this guy or girl. 15-12. International rules, 63 games. Okay. I'm wondering somehow, because, you know, in the United States the most popular version of the checkers is American checkers, of course, and this one that I'm playing right now has different rules, and I'm curious if people know that. If they download it, this application, start to play it, see the rules, if they know that this is different than American checkers rules. Maybe they think that this is the way to confirm the right rules, and they start to think that those are the only good rules of checkers. I don't know. Actually, it's quite a good idea, because it is not letting me to win a piece here, probably. But I'll check my opponent if he sees it or not. Because the option is to play here and attack, or just to make 2 for 2 to the back. But there are some moves like this one, for example, that are losing a checker, or this one immediately would be the best for me, because I take here, he takes, and I take 2. Okay, so now this is the move. Okay. So he or she sees it, sees something. There is another 2 for 2 option. $15.12. At this moment I have $15.79. Oh, so my opponent is exchanging so many pieces, or maybe my opponent is watching the stream and sees what I'm talking and hears what I'm talking about. But I think not. It would be great to get to an end game where I would have 1 checker more, for example. Maybe it would give me some chances to win this end game. Here. Okay. There's no way of winning it. Okay, now there could be. It is still a drawish position, of course. But I can use some tricks to try to win it. Maybe this could be winning already. Because I'm the first one. Okay, it's not winning. But my opponent must play here and between my pieces. This is the only way to make a draw here. Otherwise I win it. At least I think. So this is a winning position for me, so it was worth playing. It will be 3 against 1 endgame. Many moves to be made, but it is the winning one. So I must take control over another line on the board. Turn another piece into a king. Now I'm just waiting. Going to the corner here, loses immediately. That will be an opportunity to see how to win 3 against 1 endgame. So that way I'll be able to control 2 double lines. The reason why I went to the corner was just to have the possibility of immediately retaking the control over to double lines. And now I take those two squares that are both on triple line and double line. And from this square my opponent can go here, and that way I am building this option. That's right, and he must go to the quadruple line. And I will build the Pietrov's triangle. Here it is, this structure. And no matter where he goes now, this king will be trapped, for example, that way. He can even take the control over the main diagonal, but I sacrifice the first one and the second one and win the game. So it was really enjoyable, entertaining and educational endgame. Natalia is in front of me because of my long games, unfortunately. 17 points it is. 43 minutes to arena ends. So who will be my next opponent? Spain! Oh, something new. I haven't played against Spanish opponent yet. At least today. Nice avatar, by the way. 2 victories. Oh, in American rules. International rules 1769. Okay. You can also play Spanish checkers in this application, of course, keep it in mind. Oh, I think that gives me very interesting idea of this sacrifice, you know? Probably other moves were winning as well, maybe not, but that way I sacrifice here, because if my opponent took that way, I would go to the king immediately. But now I make an attack, and there is no good way of defending from it. Because, for example, this one gives me 2 pieces for free, of course, and otherwise I would take to this first blue square, and my opponent would be forced to take with this one, and I would take to the king, to checkers. So then I have one more. This one is a hanging checker, and always it causes a problem, so try to avoid such checkers in your position. Yeah, I think this interface with bigger board is much better. So you can watch it even on low, small screen, and still everything should be visible. Much better, I think. Which move could win the game immediately? Probably no one. After that I can exchange, and this one hanging is still standing there. So my opponent will play here, probably. The only move. I'll go here, my opponent here, forward, and I wait there, and it should be done. Okay. There is also a possibility of this exchange. but actually it doesn't change much. As I go here, this one still hanging there, not moving. This gives me this exchange. And I don't even need to have a piece more to win this endgame. Freezing this possibility out. Last move here. And I'll just take a waiting move, for example, here. And last 3 pieces must be given away. Here it is, another victory. Some fresh user from Brazil, but 21 victories and elo of 1647. I have 1619 to 18 win victories, so it means that that guy knows how to play. I must be careful. I must be really careful. From the first moves, you can see that this guy knows how to play. I'm allowing now to make many different exchanges. This is one of them. But I must free myself of those chains and locks in this position. Definitely this guy knows how to play. After that move there was an interesting trap. He takes there, I take there, and he takes, gives me 2 and takes 2. And I can see already that after this move or this move I have huge problems. I have huge problems here. Okay. So he gives me a shot. Still problematic, but you know, maybe with some chances. Or perhaps not. Or maybe I just have an illusion that everything is good. And actually it is not. This is also very possible. Yeah, it's a last position. Anyway. So that was only an illusion. So this guy is amazing. This move with this threat. This simply finishes the game, I think. Yeah. So definitely that opening was prepared by my opponent and well known. Yeah, the best move in the position as well, not to let me go here. And after this one I just quit because I don't have possibility of moving those 4 checkers. I was just crushed by my opponent. Good game. Really good game from the very beginning. So that way my opponents collect 3 points, not only 1. Can Brazil? But this guy has less victories and lower elo, so it means it should be reachable for me. Okay. I was kinda expecting that this attack probably will happen. No. And what after this move? Okay. It's maybe that way. Where to go with a king? Perhaps here I'll go. Yeah, okay. It's okay. Because I forgot that I have this possibility, otherwise my king would be destroyed on the next move. And we are starting to tidy up the board. Clean it from opponent's checkers. I'll take it. I'll attack it. You don't have a good free tempo here. I'll move away. I'll move back. It would be nice to try to collect as many opponent's checkers as possible, but I think it's not that easy. Okay, so I just win it normally. That way will block opponent's checker, it's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, as I told you before, I mostly stream for about 1 hour during holidays, during vacation. Not to spend too much energy before the September and the upcoming event that we are going to have that will last for 10 days on September from 6th to 15th, as I remember it correctly. So we'll have the opportunity to see each other day after day. Meanwhile, looking at the tournament standings, you can see that there is Ukrainian guy in the front, together with Portuguese guy, both have 29 points. Third place to Brazilian 27, then we have Uzbekistan 26, and Natalia is 23 on 5th place, and I was on the place number 7. I wish you all good games, and it was nice to test the new layout, it was nice to test the new place to stream on, which is the YouTube CC Games channel, so don't forget to go there, to give the subscription and likes to the video, and thank you for all the reactions. Meanwhile, enjoy your games and have a good evening, and see you on another stream, ladies and gentlemen. Bye bye.